Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm MULIA PUTRI and I'm from 4D. In this opportunity, I would like to tell you about the translation, especially kinds of translation. According to Newmark, there are 8 kinds of translation. But today, in this video, I just want to talk about 2 kinds of translation. There are word-for-word translation and literal translation. First is word-for-word translation. Word-for-word translation means you translate word by word, or you translate from one language to the another word without conveying the original word, and you do not use grammar well, and you do not use a syntax well. For example, Hana mematikan lampu, and word for word translation become Hana did lamp. It means it is wrong. It is not use a grammar well. I think for English language it is wrong because do not make sense to the original language, but in this Indonesian language it is true and fine. And the second is literal translation. Literal translation means you literally translate. It means you translate word by word too, but you think about the grammar, you think about the syntax, and you make sense to the original language. For example, his heart in this egg place, in the egg place. It in Indonesian language becomes hatinya berada di tempat yang benar. Egg place means di tempat yang benar, not di 8 tempat. It means the literal translation, you make sense to the original language, right? And for my own conclusion, and I'm going to my own conclusion, difference between word-for-word translation and literal translation is word-for-word translation, you translate word by word, and you do not use a grammar well, and you do not make a sense to the original language. And for the literal translation, you use a grammar well, you use a syntax well, and you make a sense to the original language. I think that's all for me, and I'm sorry for my mistakes. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.